Hello, everybody. It is Rocco, your boy, coming at you once again with another Age of Sigmar video. In this video, a lot has happened finally for my beloved Cities of Sigmar. For those of you that have been with the channel since the beginning, this is actually the army that I became known for playing across the internet at the height of COVID with all the tabletop simulator tournaments and events that I did, that I could play events throughout Europe, through Australia, across the US because of that. This was the army that I brought. This was the army that I've been internationally known for, being an expert in. I've had, between second and third edition, I stopped counting after a couple hundred games logged in the army. I love it. I love everything about it. I primarily played Living City. I went and did do some of the other cities. Tempest Eye. I've worked with people on how to make certain builds that became and ended up being really popular online and spread out, like the Iron Drake with the pushing them up with the Bridge Endless spell. You're welcome for that. Uh, and unfortunately, my beautiful, beautiful Empire models from when I was 10 are getting replaced with these absolutely gorgeous new models that I will be recollecting my whole collection. Um, but first, how did we get here? What are we doing? You know, this is one of the first teasers way back in the day that I'm up to. In May 2022. That's how long the sort of Damocles has been on us. We got a cool little coin. Everyone freaked out that we were going to be Dawnbringer Crusades. They're gonna update a bunch of stuff. You're like, cool. You know, just keep in mind, look at all this, and just remember it. All right. We've got cool little sigils, signs, updated armor pieces, some with battle damage on it. So if you're like me and you can't paint well, you don't have to worry about painting it. Excuse me 1 second. The dog was being fun. I'm gonna keep this in. All right, cool. Yeah, all right. This was whatever. Then we got to some meat here, right? We've got these beautiful. This is the old art. Beautiful new weapons. Like, huh? Okay, yeah. A lot of this looks familiar from what we've seen, but stay with me, camera guy. All right. We also have this humongous axe, and these that we now know are cavalry weapons. Remember this axe. All right. We got the cool new pistols, the guns. It's a different style, but again, it's nice. I'm not angry. And look at this cool new armor. As we know now, this ends up being the cavalry, which we see. Because this is the other thing too. We got a cool shield here with a sigil of like a lion. Might be like a stylized dog. It's breathing fire. It's probably a manticore. And the cool thing that I do like is that on all the armor and the shields here, we have these squares here, so we can put water transfers or freehand for those of you that are way more skilled than me. My freehand is awful, but I work on it and it's fun for me. But you can put the sigil of what your army is to be the new city they've sworn to start out in the middle of nowhere after they've killed all the locals that have been living there since their great 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 grandparents left in the age of chaos. And then eventually, after getting little slow drips and drabs, this is going to be our new box set. We get a new unit of cavalry on horseback, which is what a lot of people have been wondering when this will happen since they got rid of Bretonians. I know for me, I own a lot of old Empire Knights that will find a new home in the old world, but you know, this is still cool. And we could see a bunch of those weapons and extra add-ons from before. Sorry, they definitely teased the heck out of that. We got a new wizard, which is really freaking cool. A new marshal with squire and great grandpa there, from who they kept the head preserved, and a little necromancy. I'm sure Nagash won't mind to have an expert talk to you. And 2 units of the new infantry to replace the old Empire State troops, which I absolutely love and adore this. I'm going to even Zoom in. Ignore my vast antivirus. Comes with a priest, which is something that for a lot of Cities players we missed the old Luther Huss models, the old war priests. We've got some callbacks. We've got some really amazing models. Yeah, this isn't anything new, but the thing, look at this so far, is I believe it was this profile, this one. We don't have an owner for this axe yet. So again, stay with me here. This is all really freaking cool. I'm definitely getting one of these. Let me tell you. And then we've got this dude riding an ogre who looks perfectly fed. Don't listen to any of that gutbuster propaganda. Totally fine. Got a cool shield. He's got a gut plate, I'm sure, under there. Totally happy working for regular food. This is. I don't know what we're going to be really seeing out of this here. Because, again, we've got the guy with a nice sniper rifle on top and then a beat stick on the bottom. I feel like we're probably going to be like maybe 3, 4, hopefully 5 attacks at 2 damage apiece with that club. And we also get some shooting off as like a nice hero. Maybe we get a mount trade on the ogre and they get an ogre charge. That'd be fun. And we get to these beautiful. I love this. The new Fusiliers. They are the new handgunners that, again, none of you probably know this. You've all seen me way after, and I've been doing more videos of teaching than actually talking about my exploits of how good or bad I've done. I loved, and still do, the handgunners for Cities of Sigmar. I own 20 of them. I also have a bunch of crossbowmen, and depending on what I do, I just shoot everything to death. This is such a cool spiritual successor. I just hope they come in units of 10 and not 5. But if they come at 5, I want them to be really, really, really good at 5. That I don't miss the extra models. Pardon my neighbors. So, they come with cool rules. We're getting once per game rerolls. You know, start from the third battle round on. We've got these wonderful pave shields. They seem more tanky, at least, instead of their 6-up pajama save. And then we get to some of this. Because we get, shot, chaser, that was the carrot, here's the stick, of units that have been replaced. But have they really? Because there's been a lot of negativity about this. And again, sure, the crossbowmen and handgunners are gone. Great. They already have a new thing to replace them. Free Guild General on foot, gone. Replaced with the Marshal and the Squire. Free Guild Guard have their analog. I'm willing to bet that Ogre's going to replace some of the artillery, but not all of it. Demigryph Knights, I don't know why. But I do know that with those greatswords being gone back to the old world, and that big old two-handed axe, what if we're getting a new type of heavy infantry? Pistoliers and outriders, again, that's a shock to me. All my elves being gone are rough. I was feeling a little bit down, I will admit. And I'm like, oh, well, how am I going to replace half of this? My Phoenix Guard being gone, my Phoenix being gone. That was really rough. But the Shadow Warriors being gone, too, they didn't do anything wrong. And then this beautiful warband came out. I'm going to go and resize this. This beautiful warband came out to be a Warcry warband. Something that we've been missing from Cities. They have that witch hunter feel, that skirmisher bit here. And their whole thing is ambushing people and being hard to shoot. And coming out, you get extra rend if you're in the terrain. Functionally, they take the same spot as Shadow Warriors. And they've got probably more rules than we even know have been leaked and released yet. But if this is the direction we're going with here, where it's like part Shadow Warrior replacement, part Crossbowman replacement as a light skirmishing infantry, that axe, that spear, and these dogs look really freaking cool. And I still have hope. Now, there was something saying that how like the city's book is getting trimmed down in War Scrolls reasonably. But I still think we haven't seen everything yet. By the time this video comes out, this is the 26th of July. Whew. Been a long week, but we're here for you. Again, I still think there's more to come. I'm not putting it past them to still be holding on to the great sword replacement. And let's also not forget we have the wonderful, humongous freaking Manticore. That And there she is. I'm a schmuck and just didn't scroll down far enough. We have a beautiful new named character on a freaking Manticore. Come on now, that's so cool. I guess they're not all they didn't all fall to chaos because there she is riding a really freaking cool Manticore, and just the detail on this model is just so freaking mind blowing. And also in this whole reveal article, we get more of a tease here. We know we're gonna have some kind of orders, almost like in 40K for the Imperial Guard. Yeah, they're down to 54 units, but I think it's okay because look at this cav. It is just absolutely freaking gorgeous. They're just so unique. I love the new design. I love these stupid bucket helmets so much. It looks like they had like a pot that they just put on their head, and beat up to try to knock it into helmet shape because they needed to mass produce some stuff and it needed to double as a cooking pot on the march. I love the little add-ons you can add to the banner. You can just see so much thought went into this. It's gonna be so freaking cool to paint. This new wizard with the smoke coming out of the pot for the runes is just so cool. Again, with the steel helms, with the marshals, with all their optional assemblies and their little squires. I mean, that is just such a sick Warhammer. So I'm probably gonna go sword and shield myself, just because I like that look better. I am so excited to see what's in the rest of this army, and I do lament that my wood elves and the old high elves are nowhere to be seen anymore. We still kept dwarves, we still kept dark elves, and I think with following in the trend of the Dawnbringer bit, there's still hope out there in the mortal realms. And we're seeing with the new Dawnbringer series of books that we're in for a big narrative shakeup as the forces of chaos come in and counterpunch the forces of order. And we're going to see some huge sieges on some big cities that'll force a lot of change here. And I'm ready for it. I've been off on my holiday here playing my Deepkin, playing some Sylvaneth, playing Stormcast as well. But I kind of want to just fight for the everyman here at Cities of Sigmar. This is reinvigorating me for it. And with this new JHB, I'm excited. So this is more of a check in and maybe a Rocco reacts to Cities of Sigmar because I've seen mixed results in different communities I'm a part of, where it's like some people are really excited, like I freaking love this, and some people are, it sucks that your favorite toys in the range got kicked out, but it's making way for new stuff. It is, and I think that things change, things are different, and it's okay, and your feelings are valid if you don't like the change. It's okay if you do like the change. There's so much out there in all of nerddom for you. you can find the thing you like. And with this, I gotta be honest, I'm liking it a lot. Uh, I mean, I like it so much that again, I'm gonna retire my old Empire stuff to the old world when that comes out. I'm redoing my army, and now I've been a much better painter than when I was 10, 11, or 12. I've repainted that army a couple times, but with these new models, oh, I'm excited. So, thank you all for watching. Again, this isn't a tactical breakdown. This isn't our normal series. We'll get back to our series on things that scare players. But I just needed to take a break and say, hey, this is some pretty cool stuff. Thank you for watching. Be nice, roll some dice, get some good games in, and see you next time. Bye.